Warning: the Atari Creep YouTube channel is intended for a mature audience. Regardless of the subject matter, this video may contain strong language, simulated violence, and lots of psychological nudity. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris the Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? December 8th. That date lives in infamy. Infamy! A lot of tragic things happened on that day. We lost John Lennon on December 8th of 1980. We lost Dimebag Darrell. Same thing. Shot to death. This video. 2013, December 8th. The Atari Creep's very first video. So, re-uploading that video yesterday made me think, you know what? I'm a little nostalgic. And there's some videos way in the past. I go back, almost 10 years now. Almost. What is this, the 9th year? And I feel like they need to be looked at again. I really do. So I'm periodically going to do that. I'm going to re-upload a couple of videos here and there that I felt were some of my better ones. And hopefully you get to enjoy them. But I thought it would be really fun to start off, well, I mean, technically I started yesterday by uploading that CX380 video. But by reacting to my, my very first video on this channel. Now, please remember, I didn't know how to orient the camera. I have that phone here somewhere. I should have brought the phone with me to show you the exact phone I was using. It was a Samsung. I just don't remember which one. I don't know how to orient the camera. In some places, I don't even know where I'm looking. And you'll see, the whole thing was a shit show, but everyone was wicked cool about it. I really didn't I didn't want to do it. But because of the Gamer Geek Nation, you know what? Let's just watch it. Woo! Had a long day again. Let's watch this shit. Now, I don't remember where this came from. It might have been in the app I was using. It was a free app, but it had a lot of problems. It took forever to upload a video. It kept crashing. Gamer Geek Nation, yo!
And geekers alike, I am Chris the Atari Creep.
I missed that brown hat.
Atari Creep. Hey, first of all, before I even get into anything, thank you so much for coming by and checking us out.
188
very
views.
Low budget, very guerrilla style video making, so you just have to bear with me until I get my act together. But I thought I'd throw up.
I never got my act together.
Just give you a quick tour of my game room because it's not a big deal. It's only gonna take a minute or so. And just let you guys know what I'm about.
The glorious days of actually having a game room.
What are you gonna see on this page? You are going to see a lot of unscripted crap, like this video here you're watching now. Or game reviews? Probably not. Maybe a few here and there.
Liar.
How many times can you see a review of the same cartridge? I get bored. Pickup videos more than likely. Will I go out shopping or hunting or whatever? You may see a few of those.
Game hunting videos were huge at the time.
But mainly nonsense.
I
get bored easily, and I get
Game
these ideas
were
in my
around yet.
noodle
They might
head.
have been.
You're gonna wonder why I'm not committed or medicated or just drooling in a white vest. But that's basically what this page is. It's just getting crap out of my skull and just having a good time with it, and hopefully getting to meet a whole bunch of people across the country, possibly across the world.
Oh, I've met some people.
We'll see.
I met a lot of really rad motherfuckers.
What the hell? Let's just find out what's behind this door here.
Abandon all hope.
It says, abandon all hope. Ye who enter here.
Believe it or not, that was on the door before we moved in.
Take you into the inner sanctum of the Atari Creep.
Here we go.
So let me start with this top shelf.
Gravity defying!
Where my TV is, okay? I'm a real big fan of these plug-and-plays.
Now,
I know the emulation is.
this was also a time where we had just kind of moved into this place. I didn't have everything unpacked. I didn't know what I was going to leave out. So there's not even half as much in here as I ended up with. And of course, I accumulated more since this video.
And whenever I see one at a Goodwill or whatever for a few bucks, I'll pick it up, regardless if I think it works.
I loved these plug-in plays for the longest time.
There's a couple here that don't work. Like that.
I got like 5 or 6 now, and
Venom doesn't work.
Couldn't care any more or less about them.
That one works awesome. That one works great. And there's a little tin. But the other thing I like about these things is, let me do this without making you seasick. Like this guy here, I got a couple of them. I'm going to gut that open, and I'm going to make a small little bar top arcade. I have a small wet bar.
I started that.
going to make a little arcade out of that one, and then out of that Mortal Kombat one, because that one works.
That one, it broke. I don't know, the chip or something fried.
So I'm just going to pull the whole thing apart.
It wouldn't do anything.
Hopefully you'll get to see that process here pretty soon.
Okay, do you remember when I opened that television plug and play about a year or so ago? Oh, fucking ads. God damn it, I'm going to have to cut that out.
I recommend Sensodyne Repair and Protect with Deep Repair. My patient
Alright, just a little bit south of that shelf.
But yeah, that's the other one I was talking about.
System. And of course, on the top here, we
have this
show Lord Vader, and you'll see him a lot.
3 feet tall?
He tends to interrupt my videos quite a bit, and you'll see that. So he's top shelf. I got a little lightsaber thing I had put together. I'm also...
Wow, I forgot about that. If you could tell me what 3 of the major pieces are, that chromey part, the part that has the red, and the chrome on the other end where the red is, I'll get you a cookie or something. I made that. It was a challenge to build a legit looking lightsaber out of nothing, literally nothing.
Prop builder. That was just a little, see if I can.
You can just tell me what that chrome part on the right is. I'll be impressed.
And that's what that is. Big fan of Atari, of course. So these are command sticks for the Atari, and then I got a trackball. I'm a big fan of trackballs too.
Love that trackball, man.
Translate well.
Didn't work the greatest, but it was better than the Atari one. At least I thought so.
Control junkie. Here's the main unit. This is the one I've had since I was a kid, or I first started playing on. It's the Sears Telegames 2600.
Now, hold on. I want to correct something. That's not my actual childhood one. I was still trying to figure out how to use words in speaky on camera. I started my Atari life with a Sears Telegames, but it was a heavy 6er model. And I think that's what I was trying to convey there. That one I got for like $20 off of somebody in Arizona. That's not my actual childhood unit. It's the idea of the model I had.
So it was the video arcade.
Grow a zombie. I think my buddy, Mr. Paco Paco.
Down to the next shelf.
We were just talking about that. We were just talking about this. I had the whole thing. And the power supply went bye-bye somewhere between the store and my house, or...
Painted.
Never got to really use it.
An Atari XE system.
$32 I bought that
roughly
for.
87 or so.
I think.
I picked it up dirt cheap at a local consignment shop. It didn't have the power cords or anything, but I'll eventually get to that. And the games for them are kind of expensive. You can use the 400.
Matter of fact, I got that at the same place I got that Wicco Command trackball.
It's an Atari computer built to be more like a gaming system.
So man, that was pretty cool. I would kill to have one of those again.
With the exception, of course, the box.
Even if the keyboard wasn't,
I can't wait to fire that up. Apparently,
you need a control and the light gun.
Missile Command is built into it, so at least I'll have a game for it. There's my almighty Genesis Model 1. That's the one with the good video card and sound card.
Yep.
I'm not going to get into a lot of technical specs or anything, but that's one of my pride and joys. This right here is my Dreamcast. The controller port needs some repair. It apparently is
I repaired it, and the fucking thing still didn't work.
Kind of deal that pops. Pretty handy with
still
a soldering
didn't fucking
iron.
work. I've yet to ever have a Dreamcast that ever worked.
I have another Dreamcast on its way to me from a coworker.
I made a whole video about it.
So once we get that going, maybe we'll start playing around with that. This is one of my latest acquisitions I got in a trade. It's a single controller for a 3DO. I
just thought it looked cool.
Came with, or some people speculating it came with a certain package or something. Never seen one before.
Yeah.
I traded like a $4 game for it. I thought it was a pretty even, and I love controllers. You'll find that out. I have more collection of controllers.
I just absolutely fell in love with it. I saw it online. I was like, look, let me trade this game for it.
As long as it's priced fairly. So that's
that. If you see it, actually has shoulder buttons, little round buttons.
Come down here to the third shelf. I have my Atari Super Pong.
Got that for free. Guy was just giving it away.
Atari Video Pinball. If you've never seen one.
I miss that unit so much. But yeah, the Pong was a Craigslist thing. The guy was just like, free, just come get it. And he worked for a sporting goods store, so I met him at a store. The 380 there that I just showed you a video yesterday or the day before about. I got that for $10 on eBay, and the guy just happened to be local, so we met up. It was awesome.
Things, I'm I'm telling you, check
Right
it
place,
out.
right time.
This is like one of the pride and joys of my collection. I picked up
Fuck yeah, it
$10. They're not really that expensive. You can get one for under $40 on eBay.
At the time, yeah, they were about 20, 25.
Whatever. There's an Atari trackball that came out for the 2600s.
I don't remember where I got that.
There's two more that Atari put out that I know of. There was one that was supposed to go with one of the computer systems, and there was one that was supposed to come out with the...
I think I got that at a shop in Mesa, Arizona. It's kind of like one of those media stores. They sell everything. They have records, new and used. They have video games used, musical instruments. I can't remember. Bookmans.
Who knows?
A place called
All right,
Bookmans.
down below is just this little skull guy and a Hot Wheels track thingy from 1974.
That was a pretty cool find.
That'll get filled up with something else here pretty soon. So let's move on to another wall. We'll just go a little bit left of that. And this is a sign I got from a Redbox display. It kept blowing off and it was on the edge. And I said, hey, let me just take that off your hands. And he was more inclined to let me. That's code for I literally just took it while he was there.
Yeah. I walked out and said, this thing keeps falling. I'm just going to take it home and put it in my game room. And I picked it up, put it in the car, and the guy was just like, all right. he was doing the red box, and the thing was on the ground again. And I was just like, you know what? I'm taking the fucking thing home. And the guy was like, cool. Whatever.
So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't have any posters or anything, so that's that.
Yeah.
This
Look at
is
that
a Dance Dance Revolution pad or mat or whatever you want to call it.
I got that from my buddy, Mr. Paco Paco.
He's Asian, and, well, you know, it's stereotypical, but he loves this shit. So I picked up for him. I'm going to be giving it to him as soon as he moves into his new place, so...
That was
he
a
knows
beast.
about it, so I'm pretty sure he'll
Metal
see
frame.
like, oh, wow, look at that. But he knows. It's not a big surprise.
Pretty legit.
Just to the left of that are my two TVs. A friend of ours gave me this little 19-incher, and my neighbor threw this one away, and they both work just fine. This one's only mono, but I don't care. It's free, and there's no way to play Atari games other than on a shitty old tube TV.
Again, not knowing how to convey my words. I was trying to say there's no better way, or kind of that whole cliche, there's no other way to do it besides just on an old school TV. I mean, obviously we can do it however we like, but it was about the vibe.
Leads us to my partial Atari 2600 and
Partial was right.
collection. These are just the main cartridges I like to have out, and you'll notice a lot of end labels have been
I had 2 tubs.
created and what have you.
2 tubs.
I store a lot of stuff too, so...
There's that patch we were talking about a while back.
I plan on doing a video on just these cartridges. Because with the Atari 2600, a lot of bizarre things happened. Anyone was able to make anything they wanted for it.
And I did make that video about the
After a certain
cartridges.
lawsuit
Maybe we'll do it
came
again.
So there's a lot of weird variations and a lot of just bizarre stuff that happened with it. Like, I have a Nintendo game that was released by Coleco that plays on the Atari, and you all know what game that is. That's Donkey Kong. And when you look at it that way, it just blows my mind. And there's a couple 5200.
I remember watching
To
that.
the left of that are my loose Genesis cartridges. Contra Hard Corps used to be there, but I traded to a buddy of mine who really, really wanted it.
Fucking
And that
hated
game just
that
kept
game.
pissing me off, so...
That game angered me.
This is my PS1.
That thing flew. Okay, so we made a video the other day about, actually on my other channel, about a creepy voice message I got, and that was 100% legit. Later on in this channel here, which is what you're on now, I found that PlayStation in the middle of the floor, and the only thing that was damaged was the memory card. And at the time, I think it was Castlevania Symphony of the Night that was on it. And I tried everything to make that thing go flying again, and I punched the other side of the wall that it was on. The hallways on the other side, and that fucking thing, it was on the other side of the room, busted. So,
Genesis, Dreamcast.
man, that's back when I had a
extra controller.
non-respectable collection of
Swing
Genesis.
around here to the left of the door we just came in.
That was all my Genesis.
And there's my N64 controllers.
I hate the N64.
There's my Super Nintendo and an aftermarket GameCube controller. My entire NES collection, because I sold a grip of those.
I did.
But these are just the games I liked playing quite often. That Command.
I sold a lot so we can
people
get
like,
this
but I
place,
love
too.
it. I think that's a great game. And of course, just above that is my favorite series of all time, is Castlevania.
Want somebody.
Let's see, GameCube.
I never really got into the GameCube.
We got a Game Boy.
Got that for $5.
Just a couple of games for it here and there. There's my N64 with a Pikachu. that Pikachu might be going away someday. I'm not a big Pokemon fan, but I collected it for 50 cents to add to a package. I don't know, maybe there's a contest.
I had this huge giveaway. I don't remember what it was for. But it was one of those things where I just collected things for the longest time, put it all in one giant box, and then gave it away. And I think it was Canadian Zangief who got it. And by the time the contest came, the company I was working for lost their contract and shut the doors. I had no money to ship it out. I felt so bad. And the dude was just cool about it. He was like, you know what, let me send you the money to ship it up to me. And it ended up working out in the end, but I felt horrible.
Who knows? Just below that's my N64 drawer.
That was a cool setup. I eventually did get the red N64.
I got 2 GameCubes. One works, one doesn't. That sucker might be featured in a video pretty soon. So.
It was featured in a video. If any of you go that far back, YouTube took it down. I went in front of a Circle K. I went in front of a Fry's, not the electronics store, the grocery store. And I had it on a table with a sign saying, I refuse to do my job, please scold me. And people were like, can I say anything I want? I'm like, yeah. Some people came up with some really fucked up insults. And I guess YouTube just didn't like it. I mean, the whole idea was we scolded the machine, and then at the end I smashed it. It was a fun video.
Keep checking on by, see what's doing here at the Creep Camp. And below that is another prop I'm making. That's going to turn into something very, very interesting.
That was my Fiji mermaid. Look that up on the channel. The video sucks, but the prop came out really good. It was this fucking ginormous Fiji mermaid.
And guys, that's about it. I'm going to flip this camera around and just do a little sign out.
Wow, I didn't have anything on at this time.
A tour of my minuscule room.
I used to have this giant display
that's
thing.
Much everything. Like I said, I'm not like the average collectors you used to be in here.
Okay, so I'm going to let it play for a few more minutes. This was another phenomenon that happened. Whenever I would upload a video, for some reason it would grab a shot and then just lock onto it. And it didn't happen until the upload. And I don't know if that's because at the time using like the network and Wi-Fi's and shit like that weren't as good. I was using my phone. Actually, I don't think we even had internet yet in the house. I think we were just happy with our phones. I don't think we owned the computer, to be honest with you. And yeah, it was fucked up. Sometimes it would just be a black screen. Sometimes it would just replay video without the original audio, and it would just it was so weird.
You know, I work for a living. I know most of you do too. I'm not really poking fun.
So let's see what the comments are like.
Time with the money to be flooding my walls with just stuff I want to collect, just so I have a full collection of.
Right, and I've always been like that. I'm not going to grab it just because it's a video game. 188 views, that's not too bad. So here we go, the Cartridge Bros. They started this thing called the Cartridge Club. They were also friends of the Gamer Geek Nation.
When I become rich, I'll just have a whole house.
You know what, let's just pause this.
But that is it. And, you know, I hope you can appreciate what I do have. And I'll be adding to it, and of course I subtract from it here and there. But as I pick things up, you know, I'll hit you to it, I'll let you see it. And, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to give a couple shout-outs real quick.
Who?
I'm also an admin over at the Gamer Geek Nation. You can find us on YouTube here. You can find Gamer Geek Nation on Facebook. We are 20,000 plus strong.
Yeah,
so that's pretty awesome. We just hit 20,000. We're actually about to hit 21,000. Jason, the Retro Champ, good guy. Just started
really
making
good
videos. He's a lot more professional than I am. Also a huge fan of the Game Chasers, the Houston Retro Gamers.
So they were around.
Cartridge Brothers. I mean, there's tons of them. They're up in Canada, you know. A couple of cool cats to check out.
That blew my mind that I was hanging out with people from other countries.
But that's about it, guys. I hope you get used to this guerrilla-style filming, because this is what I do. I got a cell phone.
That's what I do, as if it was something I did before, right?
Little app.
I mean, technically I did. I had another channel before this.
Pretty soon, hopefully, I'll be getting a little bit better at this. But, you know, if you like what we said, you know, give me the old thumbs up, subscribe, pass this around. And, you know, hopefully I'll get to meet a whole bunch of you, because that's what this is really all about. I want to meet the gaming community across this whole rock that we called the world.
Oh, world.
And, you know, maybe get into some trading, talking, rants, whatever have you. So I hope you folks are having a good holiday season. Thanksgiving was just last weekend. I hope everyone made it through that safe and secure. And until then, guys, the Atari Creep signing out with bye-bye. With bye-bye.
All right, let's see what the comments were like. So the Cartridge Bros, really good dudes. They started this thing called the Cartridge Club, which was kind of like a book club for video games. You know, they'd pick a game for the month, and we would all meet and yap about it. As a matter of fact, I think they're going to celebrate their 100th episode this December. I sent them a little something for them, you know, to congratulate them on it, and everything was pretty cool. I'm not very active with that anyway, because a lot of the games I just don't have or whatever. They do play all, you know, from retro to modern, and I believe so. And I don't know. I don't have the attention span. Let's see. Best name ever. That was 4 years ago from the Atari guy. Thank you. I literally just hit the heart of that last night when I was setting this up. Welcome to the community, Creep. Glad to see you finally made the jump. It's a great way to interact with people with similar interests. It was. How did you get everything in your room to defy gravity? Shut the fuck up. All right, so round 2 gaming. This dude is awesome. He's I still talk to him once in a while. I wish he would come back. His collections, and they weren't just video games. He collected memorabilia, a lot of memorabilia, and just really good stuff. I'll link this video down below. Find him, click on it, look at all of his old stuff. Encourage him to come back. Dean, really good dude. It says, cool video, Creep. Love watching these intro videos and getting to know the YouTubers. Looking forward to some more uploads in the future. And I was very sporadic with it. And then, I don't know who this is. It says, your first episode has been a little bit failure till the end. I'm like, you think? You think? So there you have it. There's my first video. And look at this. It would just continue on like this. In silence. Yeah, we can click forward. Same shit. Again, sometimes it would play the video again, but without sound. It was the most bizarre phenomenon. So there you go, guys. That's my first video. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Did you get through it? If you got through it, I want you to write Shazam down. Oh, no, Blammo. I haven't said Blammo in a long time, and we need to bring Blammo back. But that was fun to watch. So I would encourage you to check out the people who are in there. Again, the link to this video will be down below if you want to watch it, you know, organically. But if you don't, I don't care. It was a shit show to begin with. Again, I didn't know how to orientate the phone, and I didn't know that you could do this, and it would fix itself. And apparently, while I was doing this, it did, and I didn't realize it. So, oh yeah, look! Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Until next time, take care. Creep it real, and bye-bye.